Hello guys, welcome back to Hearts 4 with the Kaiserreich Total Conversion mod and playing as, well, the Kingdom of France this time around. So we became nationalist populists, not by design, more by accident really, but I guess we just went with it. So that's the thing. Shadows of the Oriflamme. As the services were preparing to take down Grosjean under Delanglais, supervision, Grosjean decided to strike first. We managed to locate his hideout and had it surrounded by competent officers. Before the order to launch the assault was given, our agents were attacked by stolen armored cars and were forced to retreat. Most of our agents lost their trace, and we found the corpses of those who did not in the middle of the street. Grosjean made sure to leave no evidence in his hideout by setting it on fire before leaving, reducing everything but a single piece of paper to ashes. Now we're left with nothing but a mere word, Oriflamme, and more questions than answers. We'll get him someday. Jour. Jour. Oriflamme. Right. Right. We're still in a bit shitty situation, but we'll get there at some point. Damn you, Commune of France. Syndicalist. Nice. Right. So this happened. Stability. Political power down. Building slots. National populism up. End Republican demagogy. Everyone loses except, well, pretty much the nationalist populists. Les contre-révolutions. Crush the anti-France. What the hell? Okay. Let's try and help our radio, right? Our African possessions here. Meet with local chiefs, yeah. In order to facilitate in the process of assimilation of the people of the colonies into French society, we must reach out to and contact local leaders. If we can teach them of our ways and get them to live according to our customs, they can act as lighthouses to their neighbors, showing the benefits of becoming assimilated into French culture. Stability up, political power up, and some compliance across the board. Which would be nice. Do it. Wave of sabotage. Without any previous notice, a large wave of violent strikes started in some of our industrial bases. Those strikes are different than what we are used to, and are only done by a small part of the workers and don't seem to have any clear motive. Factory bosses throughout the country only woke up to an occupied factory and to a lot of equipment smashed. In other factories, the workers weren't occupying the factory, but a large part of the machinery was still found damaged or destroyed. Repressing the strikes and arresting their participants wasn't too difficult, but it seems to be a shot in the dark, as those incidents were clearly masterminded from elsewhere. Those damned communards. Oh, a syndicalist foment rebellion. The Colonial authorities and the Second Bureau have reported to us that an unusual influx of arms and equipment has been flowing to one of our colonies in the last weeks. This all evidently coming from the Commune of France, using the darkness of night to smuggle arms into our territory, destabilizing us and incite rebellion. We took too long, however, to overcome that scheme, and the revolutionaries are now well armed enough to be emboldened in their resistance. We only have to hope we'll be able to weather the storm. Traitors everywhere. Niger, which is somewhere here. God damn it! So many events. Invitation to the IEDC. A delegation from the Canadian government arrived today to formally invite the Kingdom of France to join the IEDC, the Imperial Economic Development Council. The IEDC was created to foster greater economic cooperation within the Entente, with yearly and voluntary contributions of political power which are invested back in member states at the discretion of the Dominion of Canada. There are those in the government who express concern whether the Kingdom of France France would actually see return of its investment, seeing as the Dominion of Canada would simply decide to invest everything in itself. But considering donations are voluntary, it seems like it would ensure a short life of the IEDC. Join and invest 25 political power. Fine. Will assist the Entente. IEDC advisors. Our contribution to the IEDC allows us to take advantage of the pool of advisors, the benefit from which is greater depending on how much we contributed to the group. How shall we use them over the next year? Assist economy? Resources up, consumer goods down, factory output up, okay, for a year. Dockyards up, naval equipment, construction speed. Let's do construction. Construction engineers would be very helpful. Yes. Try. You're in the Reichspakt, yeah. Republican victory in Brazil. Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ, these events. Immaculée Conception de Ouagadougou. The Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception of the Ouagadougou was consecrated today in the presence of Jean III, governor of Haute-Volta, Henri Louis Joseph Gesse, and Joan Treveneux, the very influential apostolic vicar of the city of Ouagadougou, whom some whisper is the true governor of the colony. The first cathedral to be consecrated in the Sahel, the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, takes inspiration from both traditional African building techniques and Romanesque architecture. It stands as a powerful symbol of the success of missionary work within the French colonial empire, and especially that of Père Blancs. It is also the crowning personal achievement of Monseigneur Teneveu, whose presence in the city has made an unrivaled impact. Arriving in the city of 1903, he immediately reached out to the local Mosi chiefs, and got to work building schools, a seminary, developing the land and implementing industry slowly but surely, making the mission the economic heart of the city, if not the whole region. 2 years after his arrival, there were already more than 1,000 catechumens, not sure what that is, under supervision. The number of converts has grown exponentially since. As for the rumors that he is the true governor of the colony, it is undeniable that through his personal charisma, experience, diplomatic skills, and growing economic influence, Monseigneur Teheneveu, wields considerable influence, often acting as an intermediary between the colonial administration and traditional power structures. He has been an important and outspoken part of the administrative council of Haute-Volta for more than a decade now, and was a severe critic of the Algiers regime's handling of the famines of the early 1930s and the revolts that followed. However, the apostolic vicar has always dismissed claims that true power in Haute-Volta lies with him, presenting himself as nothing more than a humble missionary blessed with some success, caring for his flock. A living saint that Teneveu in Haute-Volta. That's Upper Volta. Is it that? A living saint, still. Good work, Monseigneur Teneveu. Damn, they're wrecking my infrastructure. Mustafa Kemal seizes power. Some Khanate was annexed. Oh well. Compliance. Republican remnants. History of war. Yeah. Alright. Still no civil war in the Americans. They usually, if you don't know of this total conversion mod, it's very good, by the way. America usually splits off into 3, sometimes 4 factions. A meeting with His Holiness. With the long struggle against the Republic finally over, the Dauphin Henri de Lyon has embarked on a great diplomatic voyage to introduce the new regime to our allies and neighbors. However, the first stop of his trip will be in Rome, where the prince arrived by plane early today. France has long been the eldest daughter of the church, although she certainly had been a rebellious daughter of the last century or so. From one revolution to the next, the church has often been the target of godless revolutionaries and unscrupulous liberals. No official relations between the Holy See and France exists since 1904 and the start of the debate over the separation of church and state. And though relations between the Republic and the papacy had been warmer during the Great War, the subsequent revolution destroyed hopes of d'entente. The anti-clerical terror that followed, leading many to believe that the eldest daughter was now matricide. But no more. Like the prodigal son, France has finally returned to her mother, the Church, and the prince was warmly received by the Romans and His Holiness. A long private meeting was held between the two, where it seemed His Holiness shared his joy at the return of France amongst the nations closest to the Church, and is hoped that the new regime will remain true to its holy mission, calling for a peaceful transition towards monarchy. It was rumored that the Pope had concerns regarding the rather utilitarian nature of the faith in the eyes of Marat, but these concerns have apparently been soothed, whether by assurance by the Prince of Marat, good faith, or by a promise to control these unsavory elements. We will never know. The meeting concluded. Prince Henri announced that a new concordat would be soon signed between the Church and the Kingdom, before solemnly swearing that France would from now on always defend the faith. I'm certainly getting my English reading skills up to par here. A lot of big words. A joyous occasion. Stability up by 2, nice. Some political power, nice. Meeting of the Pope, nice. Oop. The Pope likes me. Create the kingdom of God. Why don't you? The Pope, how many divisions does he got? Ascended the army. No, solidify control. 100, that's a lot. Leave the... Nah, that's okay. We could try and re-rest their politicians. Many politicians tactically support the paradeurs, merely waiting for the right moment to strike against the Marechal government, to plunge us even deeper into Republican mediocrity. Many supporters of Mondank have already been arrested, while other parliamentarians seem increasingly upset with the de Gaulle government. A thorough investigation will help us discern those who may still hope for the Republic to endure. Boop. All rotten. The left, the radicals, and the moderates were all prime suspects. From municipal councillors to members of the parliament, they had headed the Guise for decades, failing France at every turn, always pushing further for destruction of the church, fanning the flames of socialism with their incompetence and demagogic promises. Those not already awaiting trial were arrested, interrogated, sometimes made to give up names of fellow traitors, sometimes forced to confess to their treason. Special tribunals were created, with the crowd gathering in every town to see those that betrayed them for so long get what was long coming. At last, the péril légal was tumbling. Trials were often somewhat rushed, and most were given time to prepare the defense, with proper legal assistance provided if they could not afford one. Most were condemned to a ban from holding public office, some to prison sentences, a few to the death penalty. While this is satisfactory for the government, some more radical voices advocate for more expeditive procedures to deal with such filth. The king's justice is fair. Let us avoid making martyrs out of traitors. Fine, it's not they would have treated us differently. It's a counter-revolution, not a tea party. Range firing squads. Let's do the middle ground. Are we building anything? Oh, we're repairing with one factory. Oh, Legionnaire, Italy, Italian Federation. No. Oh wait, no, we didn't only have one. We had, I guess, 5. Oh well, repair. Yes. Meet with the chiefs. Promote autonomy. can't do this yet. Ruling party is not nationalist populist. Is not. Oh, right. We are the nationalist populists. Okay. Promote autonomy, I guess. One of the greatest crimes committed by the Third Republic was colonialism, undertaken with the purpose of making sure that the Germans didn't get ahead of us in terms of global influence. Far too long have we spent trying to force our civilization upon the natives of Africa. They must be granted greater autonomy from Algiers. Will lose compliance, resistance target. What is that? I guess it's good. Losing compliance is not good though, but resistance. Eid Mubarak. Yeah, that's the same we got last year. Oh, you're loyal. You're like a core. Yeah. You're not though. Lose compliance. Resistance target. Intriguing. Come on, finish. Mother's Day. 10 years ago, the government instituted the heavy-handed natalist policy, which among many other measures included the creation of a special celebration for Mother's Day and of a medal of the French family awarded to good mothers of numerous families. Though the result of these policies are only just starting to be felt, Mother's Day has caught on as a truly popular celebration. It's now widely celebrated in schools and homes across the nation to the delight of mothers everywhere. And it has become customary for children to bring home little gifts for their mothers, and for husbands to make sure this is a special day for wives and of course for their own mothers. In a speech broadcast on the radio today, Jean III reminded women that only you can give to future generations the taste for honest work, the sense of discipline, of modesty, of respect, which makes healthy men and a strong nation. You are the source of our Christian civilization and our greatest hope for the future, ensuring that the incredible important role of women in society is reminded to all and given the respect it deserves. A bon fait, maman. Yes, stability and something else. Was it political power? I think it was. Oh boy. Italian government collapsed. Oh. Was it these guys? The Federation restored, it must be. Yeah. New farms. Okay. East Turkestan has capitulated. Look. No divisions. 18. Oh wait. 20, but a tank? Let's do a regular. Pop in Algiers. Mongolia declared war on the Marklik. Okay. 5 per week. Damn. Research. We're on 37. Right, that's down here. Let's also get fuel storage. Let's get this first here. And improve machine tools. Oh, we can change this. Yeah. I don't think... Do we get any... change of that through here? There's not like an... I guess it's this stuff over here. Economic focus. No. Okay, I guess we will do this. Dook. Show things a bit. Oh, finishing these decisions will remove the Republican remnants idea and will give another idea depending on your choices. Oh, okay. What's this? Purge. Okay. We don't own anything else, right? No, no. We do not. Build that there. Infrastructure. Wait with that. Autonomy. I guess that's good. Oh, we need to control. Oh, okay. France. Phone is beeping. Oh, radio. Perfect. As the radio becomes more widespread, it can be used as a tool to help us effectively govern over the territories we control. We must work towards getting radios into the hands of the government officials across our country, so that even the most isolated villages of the Sahel know that they are part of France and ready to serve the interest of the motherland. Stability, political power, and compliance across the board. Yes, give it here. I needs it very much. Oh, crap. You are not happy. Why is this? We need to boost our stability. Ugh. Radio 38. We're not on 38 yet. 36. 39. Anti-tank guns. Well, right. We should probably do something here as well. Damn. What do we want? I think I want superior firepower, since we don't have a lot of, manpower? Well, this would give us more manpower over here, one of them. But I feel like superior firepower is better. Yes. The CGTT starts a strike. The Confédération Générale des Travailleurs Tunisiens, General Confederation of the Tunisian Workers, was founded in the 1920s by Mohamed Ali El Hami, a noted sympathizer of the syndicalists beyond the sea. We of course quickly put him out at the time, and forbade the CGTT, but didn't stop from existing underground. The union always was close from the Tunisian nationalists of the Desteur Party, that the two underground organizations often worked together. This time they worked to foment a strike amongst the Tunis dockers and in several factories in the south of Tunisia and in Tunis. If syndicalist propaganda wasn't already threatening enough, the strikes would have also put to the forefront the word of independence for Tunisia, an absurdity of course, but one these workers seem to believe in. In any way, it's going to be the time for a bit of cleaning in the dockers of the port of Tunis, and if the strikers won't disperse themselves, we'll have to send the army. This is the first warning. Return to work, or we will have to use force. God damn it! Bloody hell! Jesus Christ! Oh, what the hell! It's impossible to keep this. Fixed. Like, make it go down. What is this? This one. Women's suffrage. The issue of women's suffrage has been a contentious one in French politics for a long while. At the Revolution, women were considered passive citizens, a category shared with children and domestics. In other words, citizens who were inherently under the influence of another, and as such could not be trusted with the right to vote. In 1848, when the Second Republic was established and universal suffrage was declared, women were excluded from such universality. Idem, when a Third Republic was declared in 1870. Is there a mistake here? Though there were sympathizers among more progressive Republicans for the cause of women's suffrage, they still considered that the vote of women would be used against the fragile Republic. Furthermore, the Parti Radical, dominating French politics and well known for its deep anti-clericalism, doubted the independence of women from the Church, a concern that was exacerbated in the years since the exile, as Pope the 15th gave support for women's suffrage in 1919. The Republic, then at its most vulnerable, could not afford the risk of women voting along either their husband's will or worse, the churches. Charles Maurras has long defended in Action de Francois the right of women to vote. Indeed, they had the right in France for centuries before the Revolution. Centuries. Being called to vote in parish, communal, or even regional assemblies, and participating as equals in urban assemblies if they were widowed, for example. Shouldn't this example be before that? Oh well. And as the Church has officially taken a position on the matter, now that we have finally freed France from the grasp of the Guises, it is our duty to right the wrongs committed by the Republicans. As such, a royal decree has been published declaring from now on women would have the right to and duty to participate in politics. Purging. Oh damn. We are progressives. Progressive nationalist populist. Oh well. Dispute from Seneca. Excuse me. All this reading. Word has reached us regarding a conflict between two churches in the province of French Sudan. Recently, a Protestant missionary couple set out for the village of Seneca after hearing about a small community of young converts who had come under attack by their pagan neighbors. Since their arrival, much work had been undertaken to convert more indigenes. However, this has attracted the attention of the nearby Catholic mission just a few miles away from where the missionaries have already begun building their church. Local authorities had already approved of the construction, much to the anguish of the long-established Catholic missionaries seeing their Protestant neighbors leading growing numbers away from the church. They reached out to colonial authorities, requesting that we overturn the local ruling and force the missionaries to move elsewhere, arguing that this couple seeks to sow dissent in the region. Let the Protestant operate, side with the church. We'll side with the Catholics. We are good friends of the Pope after all. Right, did we? Phase 3, yes. French Sudan, one more infrastructure. Sure. Clean up the ranks of the police. On the fateful day of the last parade, some police officers tasked with keeping order joined the protesters as the day turned bloody. This might be indicative of a deeper rot in the public function that we thought previously, and an investigation into a police force might reveal unsavory secrets. Excuse me. 22, here comes the cops. As expected, it didn't take long for investigations to find problematic elements within the police force, with a few cases of what appears to be revolutionary cells forming up. Thankfully, they were caught in time, and these policemen were persuaded by fellow officers, intelligence service, and Camelots who happened to assist questioning sessions to give up any co-conspirators who have slipped through the cracks. Some who had survived the last parade were particularly strongly advised to indicate whether their treason on that fateful day was spontaneous or planified. Planified, is that a word? For good measure, officers with known sympathies for Mondac and the democratic cause were interrogated, sanctions being envisaged for them as well. Fire the sympathizers, imprison the conspirators, execute the ringleaders, imprison the sympathizers too. They can't be careful these days, we can replace them. They were missed if the guillotine take care of them. Let's do the middle one again. See what happens by going middle ground. Come on, Jean. Bit of lag. Standoff in America. Oh, here we go. I think they broke up. Yes. But I don't think they're at war yet. No. MacArthur. Huey Long. I would like to do an American Union State Let's Play as well at some point. I also think this stuff up here turns into a nation. New England. Sacramento. Frank Merriam. Prince of Terror. Kingdom of Finland joined the Reichspakt. Okay. Excuse me. The Entente. Hate Mubarak, yes. Give me some political power. I like it. Jabal. What's the next? Jabal Shamar. Uniting everything. Oh, damn. That's a lot of spirits. Rashidi Arabia. Al-Razid. Lapdogs. All of you. Native aristocrats. For weeks now, an incongruous and increasing ballad of indigenes in the most colorful and awe-inspiring costumes has been taking place. An immense tent in the manner of the Bedouins was installed in royal gardens, lavishly decorated in an eclectic Maresque style overloaded with royal symbolism. It is there that King Jean, in a hybrid French-Algerian regalia, has received hundreds of natives, all in some sort of traditional position of authority. Proud and enigmatic Tuareg chiefs, fully clad in their black sheiks, westernized Algerian sheikhs conversing in fluent French, the Musi Mogo Naba, elected Boaz, or kings of the Wolofs, and the noble princes of the various Moorish tribes of Mauritania, among so many others, all accompanied by their escort. Each one an ally, they have come to be confirmed in their positions and swear loyalty to the prince, the King of France, many even being awarded the French titles of nobility and decorations. One is titled Count, other is awarded the Legion of Honor, another, particularly loyal, was made peer of the kingdom. This exhausting diplomatic effort was deemed essential to build a stable foundation for a new order in Africa. After all, these traditional elites of their people would be called to sit in local assemblies alongside more minor notables with more authorities than they had in decades over their territories, even advising the colonial government in exchange for their undying loyalty. The Republic, in her foolish civilizing mission, had sought to turn the indigenes into a Frenchman. The monarchy only asked of the indige one thing: to serve France and be ready to fight and die for his king. What a sight. Okay, resistance down, but it's really high in a lot of places. Very annoying. Promote the Foreign Legion. Yes. Or stability. We do need it. Research speed. We can't get another research slot? That's crazy, man. Let's do the eldest daughter of the church. I need some base stability here. Right? France is the eldest daughter of the church, home to countless saints and faithful heroes, defending the faith at every turn, even blessed with saintly kings like Saint Louis. That is, until the Revolution and the 1905 laws. We must repent for these errors and restore the church to her rightful position. From a godless republic, we will be reborn as a sacramental kingdom. Base stability 10%. I'll take it. Yeah. Oof. Not enough. Oh. We lack. Garrison, high priority. Second American Civil War. Boop, 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 boop. Do we want to help any one of them? Le Môme Piaf. Edith Gassion, better known as Le Môme Piaf, meaning the little sparrow in Parisian slang, has recently become a sensation in France on both sides of the Mediterranean. Born during the Weltkrieg to a failed singer and a street acrobat raised in a brothel for most of her childhood in the torment of revolution, she was nonetheless blessed with an incredible voice. Her harsh life has given her a haunting depth and sensibility. Having started her career as a street singer, she quickly started performing in cabarets and workers' clubs, singing about working class life and struggles. Soon she was on the radio, and inevitably her songs would cross the sea and the embargo. Her records are played in the packed clubs of Algiers as Frenchmen let the nostalgia of their homeland be soothed by Piaf's striking Parisian accent and tales of the atmosphere of the shady parts of the City of Lights. Some find the song scandalous, while others insist each song are coded in syndicalist propaganda. But the government is doing nothing to stop the spread of her records, and it's rumored that she has admirers in high places. Amusingly, she has proven equally controversial in the commune. There, she has been accused of encouraging bourgeois degeneracy and singing counter-revolutionary propaganda about the living conditions of the proletariat, though thankfully these complaints fall on equally deaf ears. Maybe we'll hear her perform live someday. I'll take that 15. Political power. So, the Civil War started again. Do I want to support any of them? Eternal autocrats. Region or king, what's the difference? Certainly not the syndicalist. Social revolt. Well, it's either the United States of America or the Union State. American Caesar. Who do you support? Do you support any of them? The Mounties. Quebec in flames. Oh, damn. Could send some volunteers over, perhaps. Are you getting volunteers? Oh, we do. Well, if you're sending to them, we'll certainly not send to them. American Union State, Argentina, okay. You're getting from Brazil, you're getting from Russia. Could I send people over? One. I can send one dude over. Do we have motorized? What's this? Ambusher. Bordeaux. Panzer promotion. Panzer expert. Yeah. Offense, offense.
Attention. Attention.
Like, what are you? Are you the one with the tanks? Do we have? Oh, we have a lot of these blindies. We like to put tanks into our divisions for some reason. We don't have any. The regular. I guess we can put you there. Panzer expert. Well, we do have a few tanks. Are we even building any tanks? And what is this? Light tanks. We are producing some. We do have some spare.
Écoutez.
Panzer. But we do have more infantry like in this. Yeah, we'll take you. Expedition Les America. Or is it La? Les? I don't know. I do not speak French. If you had guessed already. You can do something here. Improved terrain. Oh. Let's take terrain. Oh, you could take. Wait with that. Avance. Let's destroy these godless commies. Nice. Really nice. Brand armament. Oh, another factory. Support artillery. Research speed, that would be nice. Getting more nationalist populism would also be nice. Let's do protective inequality. The demagogic liberals pretended to make all men equals. This was, of course, folly. Instead, the state must work towards a reparation of societal roles that is beneficial to all, encouraging traditional and natural structures while preventing any excesses that might foster resentment among the lower classes, not out of a pipe dream of equality, but out of a lucid sense of care for our subjects. 10 stability. Yes, please. It's still going up, yeah. I'm coming with the one dude. Pontifical suaves. Pontifical suaves. Following the meeting of Prince Henri with His Holiness, the Prince has embarked on a campaign to honor the memory of the Pontifical Suaves, a regiment of pious, mostly French volunteers who defend the Papal States until the conquest of Rome by the Kingdom of Italy in 1870. Following the fall of the Eternal City, these volunteers immediately headed to France to fight bravely in the Franco-Prussian War. These devout Catholics, many of them royalists, headed by the Baron Athanase de Charette de la Condrie, descendant of the famous leader of the Vendée insurrection, nevertheless set aside their differences with the Republic to fight against the Prussian aggressors. Despite the defeat, they captivated French Catholic imagination for decades. This spirit of devotion to both faith and nation is what Prince Henri intends to revive as the new regime is slowly but surely asserting itself. Furthermore, with the Papal States on the front line of the crusade against socialism, it has been decided that the Suaves would be reformed, welcoming Catholic volunteers from all over Europe. For the occasion, the 1870 banner reading Sacred Heart of Jesus, Save France was recreated, blessed by the Bishop of Algiers and gifted by the Prince himself to the assembling unit. They will head to Rome and proudly stand guard on the Tiber, representing the French faithful united as one in the duty to defend the church. Long live the Suaves. Okay. I guess you took a... I think there's something here that gives you... No? Manpower? I could be wrong. Holy War. Maybe not. Maybe not. Hideous. Oh, here we go. Oh, dang. Head over here.
Bougez-vous.
Do this.
Bougez-vous.
Bougez-vous. Damn, you like troops. The Athens of America has fallen. Boston. No. Oh, stop America. Fight the syndicalist instead. A much greater threat. Charleston. Go. You're getting volunteers. Argentina, me, and German Empire. Right.
Attention.
Nice. Sweet. Go there. Delay. Ooh, expensive. Do it. The Z Geno commemorations. On June the 7th, 1919, riots broke out in Valletta, capital of the then British Crown Colony of Malta. Tensions with the British authorities had brewed for some time, and a heavy burden of the Weltkrieg on the fortress island, as well as rising food prices, proved too much for the thousands who ransacked locations associated with the British. When they attempted to force entry into a government building, soldiers opened fire. The crowd dispersed, and 4 lay dead. Ever since this grim day, it has been commemorated by the Maltese. As the British Revolution came to close in 1926, local authorities became increasingly nervous for the future of Malta. With mutiny, nationalist and socialist agitation, occupation by another power seeming like increasingly real threats. The Germans, being already in the process of seizing much of the empire, would certainly not pass opportunity to spread their influence on the Mittelmeer. As such, the governor, Sir Walter Norris Congreve, called for us to secure the islands of the Entente, and French marine infantry obliged. Malta was granted much autonomy in dealing with day-to-day matters, officially still part of the British Empire, but by now effectively a French protectorate. A state of affairs acceptable for both the small British elite, content with maintaining their power, and nationalists now enjoying somewhat approached home rule. As such, the Z Giorgio was made an official holiday, or remembrance of the hope and hope for unity. Though no longer the headquarter of the Mediterranean fleet, the island is still the lock of the Strait of Sicily, the bastion assuring Entente dominance over the western Mediterranean. A large garrison is maintained on the island, and much was invested to expand the defense and ports of the island, reflecting its critical role in the naval strategy. The island fortress will hold out against any threat. The second international. Ugh, how many can they have? Wait, did you go here?
Bougez-vous.
Bougez-vous. Meow. Oh, you isolate them. Wonderful. Turn that off. Machine tools. Construction. Don't like construction. Garrison attacked in French Sudan. A game of football attracted some of the bored soldiers in one of our forts in French Sudan. The locals were playing outside the fort, and a stray kick sent the ball flying through the open front gate. Every player chased that ball inside the fort, therefore the soldiers had time to process what was happening. Natives have seized weapons and held the fort hostage at the force of arms. Raising an improvised flag over the ramparts, our men were chased out of town without their boots. After they had run for several kilometers, they encountered an armored car patrol, where they were able to flag down. With the help of the patrol, the men of the garrison were able to fight back and recapture the fort. Martial law has been placed in effect for the next months, and recreational games are to be held no less than 5 meters from the garrison. An outrage. Oh, come on, can we get some events where they actually go the other way?
Attention.
We need some organization before doing anything, really. Oh, Argentinian. Oh, Belgrade Pact, okay.
Bougez-vous.
Oh, sure. Belgrade Pact. Oh, what a lot of text! Lana Briogade. On the 11th of May 1745, near Fontenoy, French forces, personally led by King Louis XV and his son, the Dauphin, faced the armies of the British-led coalition. Outnumbered and initially suffered many casualties, the royal army prevailed thanks to the iron will, winning for the king a decisive victory. One force in particular illustrated itself facing the British Coldstream Guards, sending the elite force in a frenzied retreat, even seizing their banner, the 6 regiments of the Irish Brigade. These brave exiled Jacobite Irishmen served France for generations, never letting go of their hope to one day see a free Ireland fighting for our kings against the Fal na Sassenach, the treachery of the English. Their dreams have now come true. Ireland is free, and the Sassenach, being our closest ally, will not stop us from commemorating the Irish blood shed for France and an unbreakable bond uniting the two nations. Royal representatives traveling to Dublin to participate in the ceremony honoring the Irish Brigade on the day of the triumph at Fontenoy were a monument funded by the donation of French and Irish integralists was unveiled, and enthusiastic speeches in approximately Irish on our part, approximately French on theirs, were warmly received by a large crowd. The ceremony over intense discussion took place between representatives of the Alitrini na something party and envoys of a variety of topics, such as the translation of the works of Charles Maurras into the Irish language. Our ongoing process of counter-revolution, as well as furthering funding for the movement that they claim will soon be a favorable position to seize power, looking positively starstruck. These determined young men assured us that Ireland will once again stand with France to help us achieve our dream of freeing our homeland against both communards and Boche. Okay, Ireland likes me a bit. But only a bit. Right. Manpower. Do we need that? Not that much. Could make our stability go down again for boosting nationalist populists. Or building slots. Recruit hub plus 10. Damn. Could also just boost our research. Classicism. The origin of the revolution lies in the Reformation and the enlightened ideas. We will foster their opposition, classicism, refining on the genius of the ancient Greeks and Romans through a thoroughly French lens. The Stoic sobriety and wisdom of the ancients will prevent decadence from taking root again in France. We'll try that.
Continuez l'attaque.
L'attaque. I thought you had like a... No. Don't do that. Click here. Movement, bonus on land, makeshift bridges, yeah. Oh, Norway joined the Entente. Really? Oh, okay.
Bougez-vous.
Well, that's good. Voulez-vous? We need more here. But we lack the resources for it. Oh, you're just streaming down here. Oh, come on. US.
Attention.
Entente intervention in America. Oh, here we go. The Canadian government is consulting with the French government today about the prospect of future intervention in the American Civil War. The Entente cannot abide the prospect of syndicalist America on Canadia's southern border. They say, but they're wary of throwing advice to one of the war factions and are thus asking for advice. We should not support a faction. Federal, Pacific, Huey Long. Let's support Huey Long.
Arrêt.
Get up here. You need to cut this off down here. Oh, Hungary. Okay. Okay, more wars. Crisis on the Danube. Okay.
Bougez-vous.
Can you defeat those guys? Down with the Marianne. Dutch elections. Marianne was the perfect symbol of the Republic. Vulgar, denuded, looking like little more than a prostitute or a beggar. She embodied the mediocrity of the Republican regime. Chosen under the short-lived Second Republic, her representation became systematic under the Third, appearing in public buildings, statues, stamps, all things related to the state. But now freed from the Republican shackles, France shall no longer be represented by a mere peasant. No longer is our people drinking the rotten milk from the deceased Republican teat. Busts in town halls have been taken down, statues brought down and destroyed by cheering Camelots. Instead, we will build symbols of the true France, such as statues of King Saint Louis and Saint Jean d'Arc, or representation of the royal lilies and the Gallic rooster. As for the official personification of our nation, we simply have to look for the past for inspiration. France has traditionally been represented as a woman in a blue cloak with golden fleur-de-lis, armed or brandishing the royal band of justice, often wearing a golden crown or helmet, sometimes armored, a much more fitting symbol for the reborn kingdom. Soon enough, the Republic will only be a bad memory. Yes. Yeah, that's not really working. Assist here. Try. We need to stop this right now. Why aren't you moving, Germany? Okay, here we go. Switzerland. Damn. You're all fighting each other. You're fighting Austria. You're fighting Belgrade Pact. Been there, done that. Islamic Federation of something. Deal with the Republican remnants. Yes. Purge the military. Epuration. It seems that though much of the army stood with Mondank in his revendication against the Marshal's more fanciful use of information against perceived traitors. Even when thought close to the Action Françoise, most were in the much less sympathetic to the democratic cause than one could have feared. Or at least that is what much of the interrogated by the Marshal Court assure us, perhaps cowed by Mondank's untimely fate. In any case, though some will have to be shot, at the very least, is set to an example, most of the men interrogated could be reintegrated within their ranks without much penalty. The core of Mondank's clique was blown apart, along with their leader. A unified opposition from the armed forces seemed unlikely. Fine. Make sure the most get what they deserve. Yeah, we'll do the mid one again. Fine. Oh, we did succeed here. Some organization again. Go up here and assist. Need to. I was about to cut, but Jesus Christ. This morning, a war memorial containing soil from the mainland was inaugurated on the beach near Ajaccio. It It was dedicated to the tens of thousands of Corsicans who gave their lives for France during the Weltkrieg and subsequent civil war. Since the revolution, the island has been an incredible, important bastion for us. Indeed, it is so close from the commune that its shores can be seen on a clear day, while Red Italy is less than 40 kilometers away. As such, it has become a focal point of the Mediterranean strategy of the Entente, having quickly been transformed into a major naval port and airbase from which our ship patrol as close as possible to the mainland, with tense face-offs with international ships occurring every other week. Any liberation effort would have to start here, and much of the intelligence and reconnaissance work done in France and Italy is coordinated from Bastia and Ajaccio, I don't know. It is also there that the first wave of exiles landed, and though most move on to Algeria, many stayed, creating a population and economic boost that, paired with the military build-up, has revitalized the island, despite perpetual tension as war looms. Though there is no longer a stream of refugees like in the early days of the commune, there is still a constant trickle of descendants making their way to our shores, each given a hero's welcome, but carefully interrogated. Finally, organized crime, already an issue before the war, has become a mainstay of the island's life. Many destitute veterans and refugees turned to crime. The presence of so many soldiers made gambling and prostitution booming businesses, and the Corsican mafia, under the leadership of men like Paul the Emperor Gabon, himself a veteran, further thrived on the smuggling of goods and people in and out of the metropole. The authorities, however, turned a blind eye to this, as the mafia has proven to be an incredibly useful network of informants within the commune, all the while attending to the basic needs of infantrymen and officers alike. Lagos. What a lovely island. Ooh, look. Yes. Okay, attack from this angle as well. We dug in. Crisis on the dawn. Russia is on the move. Oh. Civil war in Spain. Ooh, Carl is Spain. We like them. They're like Catholics, like us. Like true Catholics. Oh boy. Let's send another volunteer over there. You organizer. Let's take you. Expédition la localiste. That. Oh, it doesn't boost resources like in normal Hearts of Iron, but we'll build an infrastructure, sure. And you know, we'll also build another civilian, I think. Let's build it here. Are we winning? Nice. Stability and war support. Sure. Exalt the aristocracy. The nobility has given us many heroes who never hesitated to fight for the kingdom and the faith. Stripped of their privileges, persecuted many nobles have fallen into passivity, merely keeping the dreams of the kingdom alive. This changes now. Worthy nobles will be restored to the national positions, and noble and peasant will reform their holy bond to once again take on the guise, whatever. Will they succeed in pushing back this bulge? Damn, the Reds are really moving hard. They're holding on to Washington still, just barely. Okay, equipment. Nice. Oh, so much for Washington. Fuel storage, yeah, let's get it. Not a very exciting tech, but we still need it. Sardinia is still in the Entente, yeah. Navarra. Go here. Oh, phase 4. Yes. so. Goodbye, Denver. Ecuador.
Pareil.
That's a tank, but you have not a lot of equipment
Bougez-vous.
over here and up here. Anyways, we do need to cut, so thank you very much for watching. Please do like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button. I very much appreciate your support, and I hope I see you next time. Bye.